everyone, welcome back to This Morning. I am Sheila Mendes, and listen, we have some exciting news. It's the age-old problem, one of the most popular subjects to be disliked. And I'm not quoting statistics, but just generally, most people don't like mathematics or find it challenging. Well, the Gamma Learning Institute is bringing something to St. Lucia that will revolutionize how we learn and understand math from young ones to adults as well. It is called Conquer Maths, and we were there for the official press launch. This is what happened.
Conquer Maths is proud to announce its presence here in the region. Firstly, here in St. Lucia, where we're aiming to bring that technological advancement to our education system. So first, we're going to hear from Mr. Gilbert Jeffeswa, who is the owner of Gamma Learning Institute, and he's going to let us know a bit more about why Gamma has chosen to bring Conquer Maths here.
A few years ago, as I was browsing the internet, I was looking for mathematics solutions, understanding that mathematics is a challenge for most students in the Caribbean. And so we came across a number of them, and then when we came across Conquer Maths, we thought, voila, that was the solution. Because as we examined it, we realized that it fit the curriculum. That was one. Two, we loved the price. And three, we realized that it covers the syllabus from kindergarten up to A-level. So those were the reasons why we chose Conquer Maths. So we contacted the people in the UK who manage and operate it. And I need to say proudly that they have assigned us to be the Conquer Maths representative for the Caribbean. And that makes us responsible from Jamaica down to Guyana and Suriname in the south. To date, we've given copies to the Ministry of Education, the Curriculum Division, so that they could assess it. And apart from a few areas, they think that it matches the syllabus very well. One area would be sets. It doesn't cover sets. And the other thing is currency. It does pound sterling instead of dollars. But those are small areas in comparison to all the things that it could do. And so we are very happy to be the ones to be able to champion the mathematics cause. And we believe that one of these days, very shortly, Gamma will be known as the Mathematics Center for Excellence.
I would like to hope that we all think that is a very good thing, because we definitely want the statistics of the pass rates, especially in the entire region, of course, like I said, to be raised when it comes to mathematics, especially with the CXC examinations. Now, according to a 1994 study by the National Academic Press, self-confidence is considered one of the most influential motivators and regulators of behavior in people's everyday lives. Now, with the Hand Raisers program, which is the selling point of Conquer Maths, because we're not just trying to give people a product and be like, here, do this, math, it's gonna help. We actually are very much interested in getting young students, both young students and adult learners, to help us raise the mathematical literacy in the entire region. So we're aiming to raise the confidence of math students throughout the Caribbean by offering access to this digital online tutor. The program ranges, I believe you mentioned it, from all the way kindergarten to college. So we are also catering for adult learners, because we know that it's no secret that very many people are not always, able to pass mathematics on their first try. They leave school, they go into work, and they never get the chance to go back and do it again, either because they don't have the time to take classes after work, the schedule, the interest isn't there. However, with a program like this, people who never got a chance to either finish high school or never got a chance to go back and redo mathematics will be able to do so, because the program works with you. It's at your fingertips. All you need is an internet connection, and that is one of the greatest things about the Conquer Maths program. So we're hoping that this digital, always accessible math tutor will help us create hand raisers throughout the Caribbean. Students will always want to succeed. So every unsolved equation on a blackboard will now look like a chance for students to show off their skills, hopefully. That is what we're aiming for the most part, to help create children in classrooms who are raising their hands, to help create adult learners who are raising their hands and volunteering, again, to help us raise the mathematical literacy in St. Lucia and the rest of the Caribbean region. All right, so we're going to have Angelique Jeffeswa, who's the director of Conquer Maths, to let us know a bit more on how the program actually works.
So like Mr. Jefferson and Ayana have said, Conquer Maths is an interactive online program. designed to equip students from kindergarten up to A level with the skills and tools they need to master mathematics. The program breaks down topics like problem solving and Pythagoras' theorem into videos that range from 3 to 10 minutes, making it bite-sized, something they could do at their own time, at their own pace. And it provides them with the school tools and the guidelines they need to tackle any questions that may come under the topic. Each video is accompanied with a series of questions, so they cover the video, watch the content, and then they must practice. And the beautiful thing about it is that because it's videos, they can go back and replay as many times as they need to make sure that they can master the concept. The students are required to complete the questions successfully before the Conquer Maths considers the topic as being covered. Conquer Maths is multifaceted. So there's also a parent portal where parents can go in and monitor this child's progress, and also they can request to have emails sent to them with reports on regular intervals so that they can monitor how their child is doing. The third user option for Conquer Maths is actually for teachers. Conquer Maths facilitates schools getting on board, and teachers can set up curricula for their class, groups within their class, or on an individual level. As a mathematics teacher, I like that because it allows me to, if I have weaker students, I can assign them work, remedial work. If I have faster working students, I can accelerate their progress. The teacher also has the ability to assign the students work, and they can set how long the students can work on that task, how much work they are giving to them at a certain time. And so this makes Conquer Math a wonderful program for differentiated learning.
This is exciting news, especially with the results from CXCs and all these statistics that came out. But this is a great way, an interactive way, and modern way to bring mathematics to everybody. So I'm very, very happy about this and can't wait to see how it unfolds. So good morning to everybody over at the Gamma Learning Institute. And of course, St. Lucia, we still have more for you. So please get ready. We're going to be right back. Good morning, good people. Welcome back to This Morning. I am Sheila Mendes, and in case you didn't know, yesterday was World Charity Day. And with this, we took the opportunity to get to speak to some people and organizations that are very instrumental in their voluntary work, in giving charity, and of course, just spreading that love towards the entire island and our people of St. Lucia.
Dorothy Phillip, founder and president of Faces of Cancer St. Lucia. Faces of Cancer St. Lucia was created by me a few years ago because I saw the need for cancer support in St. Lucia. So we focus on education, assisting financially when we can, because as you may well imagine, the cost of cancer is very expensive, and I don't think there's any one organization that can afford to take care of the burden of cancer. But more importantly, we have realized there are other means of getting to assist people with cancer. So recently I have just returned to St. Lucia with the hope of starting patient navigation, which is new to the Caribbean because we have no patient navigators in the Caribbean, but we do have patient navigators in the US. So as a patient navigator, you create links. You could create links to the different places that can assist patients with cancer. So you find that as a patient navigator, any barrier or hurdle that the patient has, your duty is to break through that barrier for the patient. So we have created links in terms of accommodation, in terms of treatment with discounts and so on. So what we're going to do is navigate people through the whole process, lessening the financial burden on them, because we have realized that there's no way we can assist everybody financially. But we are going to use patient navigation and our links and get it done. Our organization depends mostly on survivors. We do most of the work around here, and we don't look for anything because we do it from our hearts. We don't look for a salary, and that's the good thing. Nobody gets paid. We just do it because we're doing it straight from our heart to assist people going through cancer.
My name is Captain Sandra Mitchell, and I work here in St. Lucia with the Salvation Army. We all know the Salvation Army. We are located in 130 countries across the world. And our main function is to take care of the less fortunate in our society. People who cannot manage to take care of themselves. We are there to make sure that their basic needs are covered. Now, we all know that we are a voluntary organization. So right now in our thrift store and even our schools, from time to time, we'll have volunteers coming in to help. Even those on the cruise ship, when it is that season, we'll have people from all over the world who will come in and volunteer a day or two at the Salvation Army, and we are very grateful for that. Most of our contribution comes from the society, from the public. And so we want to take this opportunity to thank the St. Lucia Society for always contributing to the Salvation Army and helping to make people's lives better than what it is, especially when it comes on to our feeding program that we feed over 60 persons per day. We want to say thanks, and this is our baby, the Salvation Army baby. We want to see it grow from strength to strength, putting in more facilities to facilitate these homeless individuals, streetless persons, and to see how we can better their lives from day to day.
My name is Gaspar Henry, and I'm the CEO of a charitable organization called Feed the Poor Ministry. As we are celebrating International Charity Day, I feel quite privileged. I feel quite honored to pioneer a charitable organization in giving meals to the homeless, the poor, and the underprivileged for the past 13 years. I see it as a noble task. I see it as if it's like a calling that I was able to fulfill. And I did not shy away when the goings get tough. Feeding the poor is not an easy task, but the burden gets light when people come on board and they support me. I've had persons who have been there with me from the inception, and I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for those persons who have persevered with me throughout the many years. And I want to say that charity is not something that we should think of doing. It is something that we should try to do at every cause that presents itself. Because the Bible declares, even if you have faith to move mountains and you haven't got charity, you are nothing. So I feel privileged. I see myself as a servant doing the work of the Lord. I see it as a noble task that's been fulfilled by doing the work of the Lord. There is a great need for that level of volunteerism in St. Lucia, because people see charity as if like it's something you could get in return. But when you see you could help somebody who cannot help themselves, that is a very, very, very important thing.
Now let it be known that this is just a fraction, a small representation of people who are doing charitable work here in St. Lucia, but the point is to celebrate them, so we just featured a few, but I'm sending special morning greetings to everybody who is out there volunteering and giving off charity and just caring for us here and one another in St. Lucia. So keep on doing what you're doing, and of course we're here at This Morning, and DBS send out so much love and support to you all. We will be back, so don't go anywhere. We still have one more segment to go. Hey everybody, St. Lucia, good morning to you. There's a lot of action around us, but we had to make sure we took the time to stop and visit Miss St. Rose because she's bringing us some tasty local treats. It's Miss St. Rose Creole Delights, correct? So welcome to This Morning. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling all right today.
Great. Now tell us a bit about your business, because I'm seeing so much creativity and I've personally tried it and it is delicious. So tell us about your business.
Oh my darling, I do in jam with everything. Everything I put my hands on, I do in jam with. You have to come to my factory to taste what I have there and you'll know how good it is. So
how did you start doing this business? Where did it begin?
I was a little girl. My auntie taught me what to do and I keep on doing it
Well, when you look back at it, especially since you said you learned from your auntie, what exactly was it like when you were younger, just learning that and being able to...
Now it's different because you can put it on the supermarket shelf, you can do something with it, but before you go and sell for the small boutique and those things.
And you know what, a lot of times, so often people complain and say we have so many fruits and we're not doing anything with them, or it's falling on the ground, we're not being creative, and here you are, like you said, you're making jam out of any and every fruit that we have.
Yeah, everything.
So how difficult or easy is it working with all these different types of fruits?
Oh, I take a when I have jams to make, I take 1 day to do the jam. If I have to do 4 batch, I will take a day to do the 4 batch. Because I have a factory and I have things to do it how I want to do it.
Great. And so what is the process like, from start to finish in making a jam?
It's a lot of work. It's a lot.
So where do you start? Let's just say we're looking at it, since it's a mango festival, like if you had to do something with mango, where does it start to the end?
When they pick the mango, you have to wash the mango. When you finish wash it, pour warm hot water on it and slice your mango and blend your mango and start working with the mango.
Great. Now what's your favorite fruit to work with?
Guava.
Guava, why?
I love guava.
I don't like guava, but I will tell you, I've tasted your guava jam and I loved it. So
I love guava.
Great. Now, how do you feel?
And the soursop jam.
Okay.
I love to do the soursop jam and I love soursop.
Now, how do you feel, especially when you see children, families enjoying it, and even persons who may not exactly like the fruit, but they're liking it with the jams or jellies that you do?
Yeah, there is people that tell me they're not eating breadfruit, but they love my breadfruit jam. Because it tastes very nice and you have to come and take a taste.
Now, I don't remember seeing breadfruit jam. That is also, again, very, very cute.
Yeah, the breadfruit jam, I just have it in the supermarket. Right now I have it at Rodney Bay. I have it in the supermarket.
Great. And even when you meet people who, just like me, I don't like guava, but I love your guava jam. How does it make you feel knowing that you are able to have people eat fruits that they ordinarily would not enjoy?
I just be so happy to hear it.
And what do you want to tell St. Lucia about your jams and what they need to know about Miss Centro's Creole Delights?
What I want St. Lucian to know that the jam I'm making is everything is Creole. I don't take no artificial thing to put in it, so they can give it to their children to eat and they themselves can eat it. It's very nice and very tasty.
Great. And what do you want to tell us as well, just before we leave, about making use of all the fruits we have in abundance on the island?
Yeah, it's best you all do that because when you take mango and you take golden apple, you take guava, you take pineapple, you take soursop, you take banana, you take plantain, you take those fruits and you do things with it to give it to your children. That's not giving your children no sickness, but the other things they sell on the market that have all the sweetness and things, the children can get sick.
And let me ask you, why do you love what you're doing?
I love it. I like it. I'm in love with it.
Great. And why?
Because I like it.
Good stuff. Well,
That's the same way when you have a dress, you love it. That is how I like it.
Very nice. Well, let St. Lucia know how they can contact you. If maybe somebody wants a special order, they can reach you direct.
Oh, they can reach me lower down the Boca Secondary School. They can call me on that number, 2879251 or 4518267.
All right, perfect. Well, this is us here with Miss Centro, so look out for it, Miss Centro's Creole Delights. And of course, if you want something special, just call her direct. We'll definitely show you the love. This brings us to the end of this morning right here on your leader DBS with me, Chayla Mendez. I know I'm feeling really good, high spirits, great energy today. So let's take that and channel it. And of course, keeping with yesterday being World Charity Day, I don't think it should only be one day that we observe that. So think of something that you can do to help out someone, a friend, a stranger, anybody today. It could be small, it could be grand, it doesn't matter what it is, but let us do something to help somebody today. So this is the note that we leave you on, and tomorrow we're going to make sure we have so much fun. So don't go anywhere. Just make sure you tell everybody that this morning is going to be on 6 a.m. on the #1 leader, that is DBS.